Right now, at this exact moment, your brain is playing a trick on you that's costing you years of your life. Not metaphorically, actually. And the terrifying part is that everyone around you, your friends, your family, even the most successful people you know, are falling for the same trap. There's a psychological mechanism happening inside your mind right now that's making entire months disappear from your memory, causing you to look back at your year and wonder where all the time went. What I'm about to reveal isn't about productivity hacks or time management tips. This is about a fundamental flaw in how your brain processes reality. And once you understand it, you'll never experience time the same way again. The difference between people who feel like their lives are slipping away and those who feel like they're truly living comes down to one invisible pattern that 99% of people never recognize. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover will either wake you up or confirm that you're already sleepwalking through your most precious resource. Let me ask you something that might make you uncomfortable. Can you remember what you did last Tuesday? Not generally, specifically. What did you eat for breakfast? What conversations did you have? What thoughts went through your mind? If you're struggling to remember, you're experiencing what neuroscientists call temporal amnesia. And it's not a bug in your brain, it's a feature. But this feature is designed for survival, not for living a meaningful life, and that's where everything falls apart. Your brain has a recording system that works nothing like you think it does. Most people assume their mind captures everything they experience, like a video camera running constantly. The reality is far more selective and far more dangerous to your sense of living fully. Your brain only records experiences it categorizes as novel, meaningful, or emotionally significant. Everything else, all those routine moments that make up the majority of your life, they get compressed into nothing. They literally don't get stored as distinct memories. This is why childhood summers felt endless while last year flew by in what seemed like weeks. As a child, everything was new. Your brain was in constant recording mode. Every trip to the park, every new food you tried, every person you met was getting permanently etched into your memory. But now, as an adult living in routines, your brain has shifted into efficiency mode. It's decided that most of your experiences aren't worth remembering because they're essentially identical to experiences you've already had. Think about your morning routine. You probably can't distinguish last Monday morning from the Monday before that, or the one before that. To your brain, they're all the same event. So it only stores one version and references it whenever you try to recall any specific morning. This is why when someone asks what you've been up to lately, you struggle to come up with anything specific. Your brain genuinely doesn't have distinct memories to access because it never recorded them as separate events in the first place. This compression system is brilliant for survival because it saves mental energy, but it's catastrophic for your perception of time. When you look back at a month or a year, your brain can only retrieve a handful of distinct memories. Those few memories become your entire experience of that time period, making it feel like hardly any time passed at all. Here's where this gets truly disturbing. You can live for decades in this compressed state where your brain is essentially on autopilot, not really recording your life because nothing novel is happening. People reach 40, 50, 60 years old and genuinely feel like the last 20 years vanished. They're not being dramatic. From their brain's perspective, those decades really did compress into what feels like a few years because there simply aren't enough distinct memories to fill the time. This is the time perception trap, and almost everyone is caught in it without realizing. Your daily routines, your comfortable habits, your predictable patterns, they're all working together to make your life disappear from your own memory. You're living through the days, but your brain isn't recording them, which means, in a very real sense, you're not actually experiencing them in a way that will matter to your future self. Now that you understand the problem, let me show you the solution, and I'm warning you, it's going to feel uncomfortable because the solution requires you to do the exact opposite of what feels natural. The answer to making time expand, to actually living years that feel like years instead of weeks, is to deliberately inject novelty into your life at regular intervals. But we're not talking about taking a vacation once a year or trying a new restaurant occasionally. We're talking about a systematic approach to forcing your brain out of compression mode and back into recording mode. The first strategy is what I call micro-adventures, and the concept is simpler than it sounds. Once a week, minimum, you need to do something you've never done before. It doesn't have to be dramatic or expensive. Drive a completely different route to work and actually pay attention to what you see. Go to a part of your city you've never explored. Strike up a conversation with someone you'd normally walk past. Order something at a restaurant without looking at the menu first. These small acts of novelty force your brain to pay attention because it can't rely on existing patterns. Each microadventure creates a distinct memory that won't get compressed with everything else. And those distinct memories are what make time feel substantial when you look back. The second strategy addresses something most people never consider: conversational diversity. Most of us have the same conversations repeatedly with the same people. How was work? Fine. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want? These scripted interactions don't create memories because your brain recognizes the pattern and stops recording. But when you deliberately have conversations about topics you've never discussed with people, or when you ask questions you've never asked before, suddenly your brain perks up and starts recording again. This is why deep conversations at 3 in the morning feel so memorable. It's not the time of day, it's the depth and novelty of the exchange that makes your brain decide, this is worth remembering. The third strategy is skill stacking, but not in the way most people think about it. You're not learning new skills to become more productive or make more money. You're learning new skills specifically to create distinct memories and expand your perception of time. When you're learning something genuinely new, your brain has to build entirely new neural pathways. This process is mentally demanding, which is exactly why it creates such strong memories. A month spent learning a new language will feel longer than a month spent in your normal routine. Even though they're both the exact same number of days, the learning process itself stretches time because your brain is forced to pay attention to every small increment of progress. And this brings us to the real question, the one that matters more than anything else you've heard in this entire video. How many more years are you willing to let disappear? Because whether time feels full or empty, whether your life feels long or short, whether your future self remembers you as someone who actually lived or someone who simply existed, all of that comes down to the choices you make starting today. Your brain is powerful, but it's also lazy. If you don't take control, it will default to the path of least resistance: routine, repetition, predictability. Days will blur. Months will evaporate. Years will collapse into a handful of faint memories. But if you interrupt the pattern, if you force yourself to experience life instead of drifting through it, something incredible happens. Time slows down. You become present again. Your memories grow sharper. Your life stops feeling like it's happening to you. It starts feeling like it's happening through you. So here's your challenge. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Do one thing you've never done before. Just one. Something that wakes your brain up and forces it to pay attention. It doesn't matter how small it is. What matters is that it's different. That single act will become a memory. And one memory becomes 2. 2 become 10. 10 become a life that finally feels like it belongs to you. Because the truth is painfully simple. Your life isn't slipping away because you're getting older. It's slipping away because you're not paying attention. But the moment you decide to break the pattern, the moment you decide to stop sleepwalking through your days, the moment you choose novelty over numbness, that's the moment your life expands again. Time won't slow down for you, but your experience of it can. And that's entirely in your hands. So the only question left is, are you ready to start actually living?